ЮАР, Posh English. Новая Зеландия, Йоркшир. Нигерия, West Country, English. New England, Глазго. Французский, английский. Еще 10 диалектов английского за 10 минут. Здравствуйте, дорогие друзья, и добро пожаловать на канал Speakeasy. Я знаю, долго меня не было в эфире. Сегодня опять дайджест, повторение мать учения. Прошел цикл из 10 акцентов и диалектов английского, о которых я вам рассказал, поэтому по традиции я фигачу выпуск 10 акцентов и диалектов за 10 минут. Начиная с диалекта ЮАР, заканчивая французским английским. Как всегда, я выбрал монологи из популярной культуры, из кино, из литературы, которые я зачитываю вам в этих вариациях английского языка. Поехали! Come on! Come here, Chappie. Let's you and me reset. We're gonna make you nice and tough and strong like a motherfucking robot gangster #1. Chappie, now on I'm gonna be your daddy. For real. Hey, what's up? What's up, Chappie? Show me. Chappie, if you wanna be in a gang, you gotta act cool, like daddy. Put the thing down, Chappie. If you wanna be cool, you have to act cool. Look how daddy walks, look how cool he is. You keep it gangsta, Chappie. And then you put out the gun and boom! Yes, Chappie, that's what you do when you shoot motherfuckers. Oh yeah, and what happens when he pulls a gun at you, Chappie? How you gonna do hast with us if you can't shoot people's, Chappie? Chappie, you're doing so fucking well. Stop acting like a little pit. Your capacity for self-delusion never ceases to amaze me. We are all glad you are back where you belong, without too much damage having been done. You have 2 sons that need you. Oh my, the exquisite selfishness of your motives and the calculated vulgarity of your antics, knowing full well the headlines they would get. Grandstanding like that. You think we couldn't do that too? Theatrically hug the wretched and the dispossessed and cover ourselves in glory all over the front pages? I hug who I want to. I hug who I love, particularly when they are affected by the selfishness of others and need cheering up. Camilla, because I care about her. Morning, night and noon I care about her. And you have hurt her. And if you hurt her, you hurt me. Camilla is who I want. That's where my loyalties lie. That is who my priority is. And do not bring the boys into it. I refuse to be blamed any longer for this grotesque misalliance. I wash my hands off it. And if you have any complaints about not being loved or appreciated in this marriage, I suggest you take it up with the people who arranged it. Mr. President, Mr. Secretary General, friends, I greet you in today Maori, the language of the first people of New Zealand. I acknowledge the leaders who gathered here in person after a long and difficult period. And as a tradition in my country, I also acknowledge those who have passed. Loss brings with it a chance for reflection. And as leaders, we, between us, represent the communities and countries that lost so much during this past few years. Through famine, severe weather, natural disasters, and then a pandemic. COVID-19 was devastating. It continues to impact on our economies and with that, the well-being of our people. It set us back in our fight against the crisis of climate change and progress on the Sustainable Development Goals, while we looked at the health crisis that was right in front of us. And while we're entering the period where crisis is subsiding, lessons cannot. This place is called Talavera. There's going to be a battle here tomorrow. You'll fight in it. Maybe even die in it, but you won't see it. There's a lot of smoke in the battle. Our cannon, their cannon. Our shot, their shell. Our volleys, their volleys. You don't see a battle, you hear it. Black powder blasting by the tone on all sides. Black smoke blinding you and choking you and making you vomit. And the French come out of the smoke, not in a line, but in a column. And they march towards our thin line, kettle drums hammering like hell, and a golden eagle blazing overhead. They march slowly, and it takes them a long time to reach you. You can't see them in the smoke, but you can hear their drums. They march out of the smoke and you'll find the volley. The front rank of the column falls, and then the next rank steps over them with drums hammering, and the column smashes your line like a hammer breaking glass. Napoleon has won another battle. My name is King T'Challa, the son of King T'Chaka. I am the sovereign ruler of the nation of Wakanda. And for the first time in our history, we will be sharing knowledge and resources with the outside world. Wakanda will no longer watch from the shadows. We cannot, we must not. We will work to be an example as how we, as brothers and sisters on this earth, should treat each other. Now, more than ever, the illusions of divisions threaten our very existence. But we all know the truth. More connects us than separates us. But as they say, in the times of crisis, the wise build the bridges while the foolish build the barriers. We must find a way to look after one another like we were a single tribe. First, and understand this, Harry, because this is very important. Not all wizards are good. Some of them go bad. And a few years ago, there was one wizard who went as bad as one can go. And his name was... Oh, I can't spell it. All right then. Voldemort. Shh. It was dark times, Harry. Very dark times. Voldemort started gathering some followers, brought them over to the dark side. Anyone who stood up to him ended up dead. Your parents fought against him. Nobody lived once he decided to kill him. Nobody. Not one. Except you, Harry. That ain't no wooden tricot on your forehead, Harry. A mark like that comes only by being touched by a curse, an evil curse at that. Some say he died. Codswallop, in my opinion. Nope. I reckon he's still out there. Too tired to carry on. But one thing is absolutely certain, Harry. Something about you stumped him that night. That is why you're famous. That is why everybody knows your name. You are the boy who lived. Oh, it's an Academy Award. I can't believe I'm standing here. Oh, it's a dream come true. A long time ago when I watched the Oscars with my dad or sometimes my mom, my dad used to ask me, son, when would you get an Oscar? I told him it would never happen. I play a comedy action film. Many years later, 23 years later, I visited my friend Sylvester Stallone's house. I see this little statue in his house. I touch them, I kiss them, I smell them. I believe my fingerprints are still on them. And then I talk to myself, I really want one. Finally, after 56 years in the industry, after more than 200 films haven't been filmed, it is mine. I want to thank my family, my wife, my son, my friends, my fans, my country and Hollywood. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's say you have no idea and let's leave it at that, okay? No idea. Zip. None. If you had an idea of what we do, we would not be good at what we do now, would we? We would be cunts. Are you calling us cunts? Your fucking family's dug into the Saudi projects like ticks. You're upper middle class during the week, then you dropping your ass and hanging with the big bad Saudi projects with your dad. I got that right, yep. You have different accents. You did, didn't you? You little fucking snake. So tell me, what's a lace-cut motherfucker like you doing in the States? Hey, asshole, he can't help ya. I know what you are, okay? I know what you are and what you are not. I'm the best friend you have on the face of this earth, and I'm going to make you understand something, you punk. You no fucking cop. Foolishness and games. That's what you're thinking? No reason to learn and strut like the redcoats. We're Scotsmen, we're brave and strong, and we have God on our side. So why should we waste time with all this shit? I was like-minded, and then I went to France, became a soldier, and then I saw what a modern, well-trained army can do. It's a pretty sight at first, watching them all march together in their neat rows and columns, music playing, banners waving, so pretty, you want to smile. I laughed the first time, seemed so absurd, to think these wee silly men in their fine dress were here to fight. Then they fired the first volley. First, you saw the flash of metal in the sun. Together, as one, the entire line of men raised their muskets, aimed, and let loose. The musket balls came tearing across the field like a sheet of metal rain, cutting down men left and right without mercy. Then you heard the sound of gunfire, like thunder rolling across the hills. And by the time the last of the thunder fades, the second volley is on its way. It takes more than courage to beat an army like that. It takes discipline to forget about the others. How utterly absurd. I feel you there in every pore. Your silence clamors in my ears. You can nail up your mouth, you can cut your tongue out, but you would not prevent you from being there. Can you stop your thoughts? I hear them ticking away like a clock. Tick-tock, tick-tock. And I'm certain you can hear mine. It's all very well skulking on your sofa, but you are everywhere and every sound comes to me soiled. Because you've intercepted it on the way. You've even stolen my face. You know it, and I don't. And what about her, Estelle? You've stolen her from me too. If she and I were alone, you suppose she'd treat me as she does? No. Take your hands off your face. I won't leave you in peace. That would suit your book too well. You'd go on sitting there in a sort of trance like a yogi, and even if I didn't see her, I'd feel it in my bones. That she was making every sound like a rustle for dress for your benefit, for une smile that you didn't see. Well, I won't stand for that. I prefer to choose my own hell. I prefer to look you in the eyes and fight it out face to face. Ну что ж, дорогие друзья, спасибо, что вы посмотрели очередной дайджест, очередные 10 акцентов и диалектов английского языка. Будьте уверены, что обязательно будет еще один дайджест. У меня еще полно акцентов и диалектов, каких-то региональных вещей, которые я обязательно вам расскажу в выпусках Акцент Шоу. Спасибо, что смотрели выпуск. Надеюсь, он будет вам полезен. Хотел сделать одно тоже важное объявление, которое я делал в текстовом формате на разных площадках. У меня теперь есть аккаунт на платформе Boosty. Как вы заметили, все 3 года я с вами абсолютно бесплатно делюсь своими знаниями в английском языке. Но тут я решил, что пора сделать стримы спикизи и повышать качество вашего разговорного языка, просто общаясь с вами на английском. Платформа Boosty предоставляет такую возможность, но, друзья, по подписке она на самом деле копеечная, так что я жду вас всех там. Я скоро начинаю свои стримы, они будут много раз в неделю проходить, так что ссылка в описании, подписывайтесь на Boosty, выбирайте уровень подписки, который вам нравится, и жду вас там. Не беспокойтесь, с Дзена и Ютуба ничего не исчезнет. Boosty исключительно для стримов я запустил. Так что, друзья, жду вас на Дзене, на Boosty, на Ютубе через неделю на канале Speakeasy. Bye-bye!